This is the Stronger Coach, Ryan Mathias from athleticism.com. I'm here today with my friend and teammate, Rocky Mahoney, and we're going to go over how to squat for a beginner. One of the biggest things we want to do for beginners is make sure we don't overload you with a bunch of information. We're just going to show you what you need to know if you're first learning how to do the squats. So the first thing we need to do is make sure you can do the squat just with body weight before we actually add a load. So this is the way we do a squat just with body weight. He's going to stand with his feet shoulder width apart. Really, wherever it's comfortable for you, that's where you stand. You can have your toes straight ahead, or I actually recommend, since you're starting, turn your feet out just a little bit. From here, he's going to have his hands out in front of him just for balance. You want to make sure you break at the hips first. That just engages the glutes a lot more. Keep your back nice and straight. And he's just going to break at the hips, squat straight down, and come straight back up. And what's very important, whether it be with body weight or with load, is the whole time you're letting your knee travel along with your toes. We're not trying to go outward too far or inward too far. Everything just moves together, and that's the proper movement pattern for the squat. Now we're going to move over to the rack and show you how to do it over there with some weight. So now Rocky's here with the bar, and what's very important when you're sitting up with the bar or a load on your back is the setup. The setup is the most important piece to any exercise movement we do, because if you don't set up properly, then your body won't move properly. So what I want Rocky to do is just grab the bar where it's comfortable for him, which is about where the rings are at. He's going to set his feet right underneath the bar. You don't want to have your feet back behind, because then you have to kind of like hunch it out. He wants to set feet right underneath to save energy. That's a very important thing, especially when we start going heavier later on. From here, he's going to tuck his head underneath, set the bar on his back wherever it's comfortable. Sometimes beginners like to go a little higher, sometimes you can go a little lower, just wherever it's comfortable for you to do the lift. Then he's going to brace his core. He's going to stand straight up. From here, he's got 4 steps. He's going to step back, just 1-2 step. From there, he's going to widen his feet to his squat position. You just want to walk back, save a little energy, and he's going to set his feet wherever it's comfortable for him. Maybe it's a little wider, maybe it's a little closer. Toes should be turned out. Basically the same stance you had for doing the body weight squat, that's where you want to set your feet for doing this squat. From here, the bar is settled right across his back. He's going to break at the hips, same as we did before. Squat straight down, keeping his knees in line with his toes, and come right back up. He's not trying to bounce at the bottom. Everything's moving down and up together, trying to control the weight. And while you're doing this, you're breathing. Your whole time you're bracing your core, keeping your back straight. You don't want to arch your head up or down. Everything from your head down to your tailbone is in a straight line. From there, he's going to walk the weight back in and just set it back down the same way he picks it up, with his feet right underneath the bar. Now a couple of more advanced tips after you get that motion down. What you want to make sure you don't do is let your knees travel inward. Like I was saying, knee travels in line with the toes. So the way to kind of fix that is you want to think of your feet like eagle claws. The same thing we do with the paleo squat back on doing the daily 30 is you want to grab the ground and twist outward. That puts your ankle, knee, and hip all in a good safe position to move. So both feet are grabbing the ground, you're going to be flexing your glutes, you're going to make sure you sit back and down, knees travel in line with the toes, and come straight back up. And when you're just beginning doing squats, it's okay if you don't go to full depth all the way down here. It's okay if you're just a little bit high. Of course, you don't want to do any of these half squats that we see all the time. You got to put a little bit of more effort into it. But it's okay if you don't have the mobility to go all the way down yet. You might want to sit on a box first. Start with a high box, then kind of take it down an inch at a time until you can do a full depth squat. So that's how to squat for beginners.